I don't know. We got no power. This happened once before. It's something with the inverter. I don't know if it's this fuse. It might be this T fuse here is blown. I don't know. I got to get out my meter and see if we're getting any current across that, or voltage across that fuse. Because right now we have 0 AC power in the trailer. We have 12 volt power, but no AC power. Which doesn't make sense. I should have never turned on the AC, I guess, on the inverter. Apparently we got issues with our inverter. Need to just rip it out and put all new stuff in, because this system sucks apparently. Yep. Before it was something to do with that fuse. I moved it, it sparked, and then it came alive.
Oh, you're not.
Batteries are at our 100%.
So why don't we get power?
We're not getting power to the inverter from the batteries. It's this here going through this T fuse. I think I'll have to get out my meter and check, but this fuse might be blown.
Great.
In which case,
You need a new fuse?
we're screwed, because you can't just go run down to the store and buy one of these fuses.
Why not?
It's a specialty fuse, you have to order it.
Great. So what do we do?
I don't know. So the inverter is getting power. If you turn power on, the inverter is going to get AC power because it's going directly into there. Problem is getting it from the inverter to the RV. It's not sending it for some reason, and I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. I think there's something wrong with the inverter. Because the 12 volt, it should not have, if you turn on AC power, 12 volts should have no relevance. We have 12 volt to the RV, so obviously 12 volt is getting to the RV. But why is the inverter cutting off the AC voltage when you're connected to shore power? It shouldn't matter. So that's telling me there's something wrong with the inverter. So it shouldn't matter if you have 12 volt or not. If you have AC coming in, it should be sending it back out, and it's not. And I don't know why. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know what to do. We can't not have AC power.
We can't turn the inverter off and we just run off electricity?
Well, the problem is it's going through the inverter. I'd have to take these off, splice them together to bypass the inverter. That's the only way. So we'd have to go to a hardware store so I can get something that I can temporarily splice them together to bypass the inverter. I mean, the only other thing is if it has something to do with this T fuse here, because this is where the issue was the last time it did this, was I moved this around and all of a sudden went a little spark and everything came on. But that's not happening right now. So I'm wondering if the T fuse was on its way out to begin with. And it finally gave. I'll have to check that. The only way to check that is with a meter. I'm not getting continuity between here and here. Open line. I think it's this fuse.
Okay.
All right, I just checked continuity. I'm not getting continuity between across that fuse. So it just says I'm just getting OL, open line. If that fuse was good, I should be getting continuity across it. So I think that's what it is, because that was the issue before. I kind of messed with that. It sparked a little bit and came alive. The question is, why is that stopping 120 volts from getting through the inverter? It's stopping the bypass of the inverter for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know enough about these systems to know why 12 volts coming from the battery to the inverter is not allowing any, and so the other thing is, how am I getting 12 volts to the rest of the system if that line is out? That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, I see. I know why. Because that's just to the inverter. I still have 12 volts going to the rest of the... Because I have coming from the battery to a distribution block. And then from there, it's going to the rest of the trailer. And then from there, from that distribution block, it then goes into the inverter. And it must be some kind of a fail-safe if 12 volts does not get to the inverter. Apparently, it doesn't allow pass-through either. Which is, I don't like that. All right, well, I'm gonna have to bypass something. Shoot. Figure out where to get a T-fuse locally. I don't know if we can.
Is there like a camper's inn or anything around us?
I don't know if they would have those kind of things.
Can't pull all this.
So off to the RV dealer we went to look for a fuse. Now we didn't find one that was exactly the same, but we found a 300 amp fuse that we think will do the trick.
The holes just didn't quite line up like I thought they were going to. So I drilled it out just a tiny bit, hoping that's enough. They were so close to fitting. I don't know. I hope this doesn't overheat or something. All right, well, that's on there. That's what it looks like. Let's see what happens if we turn on power. Air conditioner just kicked on. So we got power now. So the question is gonna be, will it last? I don't know. I don't know. It's rated at 300 amps. See what happens.
Well, if you've been following along our adventures, you know that this is just another snag in our inverter issues. We've been having problems with this inverter for a while. Also, we're going to continue to have problems with this inverter. So stay tuned for those because there's more problems show up with this inverter. All right, well, that's about all we can do for now, so let's go explore White Sands area and the Las Cruces area and whatever else there is around here.